It's your brother, the indescribable 1981. I just can't be described sometimes. Yeah, this video I just, wanted to vent a little bit. Okay, so I often hear a lot of people in this day and time, they say how important money is, and then you have people say how important your time is. Your time, is way more important than money, right? So my thing is this: if we read in the Bible what we learned growing up, that the richest and wisest king in the Bible was King Solomon. And then you go into it and read the story, and it says Solomon asked God for wisdom and understanding of how to do things. He ain't asked for silver, gold, and money to get things. He said he trying to get wisdom and understanding on how to move, how to judge the people of Israel, how to function in and out of opposites and things going on. And then after that prayer, God decided to give Solomon silver and gold and everything he didn't ask for. Why? Because when you ask for wisdom and understanding and discernment, you're asking for something that even a fool with money don't have. That's why the Bible says a fool and his money shall soon depart. Because you're foolish in the head, but now you're rich and you got money. How many rich people out here have money and they doing evil shit? They misguided. They got the funds, but their heart not in the right place. And they out here with money, rich, doing all the dirt and devilish shit in the world. And one thing I don't like, I don't understand about people is when people have money and stuff, they feel like they got to run all over the place. You ain't got to run all over the place when you got money. If you got to run all over the place, that just let me know you ain't got too much going on. So when the tornadoes increase and the heat increase, all the ones who genetics is bad, you're going to see how they start to act. It's going down, and they can hide. Hey, live your life as much as you can, because there's some people on last life here. They ain't going to tell you that. Their bloodline don't stretch that far. So this some people last life. The Indians had it right. That's why they got the casinos. They know they on reserve land, but they still connected to nature and they know what they talking about. And a lot of their healing remedies. One time my cousin worked for an Indian dude, this down here in South Florida, and they was traveling to a lot of different like bars and stuff where they build tiki huts out of wood and the dead palm tree limbs, the brown dead palm tree limbs that they put on top to make the roof for the tiki huts at the bars and the restaurants. So my cousin told me one day he was working, and I guess there was a hornet or something inside of the not a wasp or a bee, but it was a hornet inside of the old palm tree. And he said that when he stuck his hand in there to grab and reach for the palm, he felt something sting him. And he said after he got stung, the guy he was working for, I guess he was a Native American, he picked up a flower or a plant off the ground. And when he picked the plant up off the ground, he held it in his hands and he started like humming music, like Indian music. He just started humming a lot of the Native American music. And after he hummed, he rubbed it on my cousin's hand, and the swelling went down after the hornet had stung him. And this was a Native American dude. So a lot of them don't even go to hospitals. They use stuff right out the ground, a certain plant or something, and they good. Now, you can't tell me nature is the best beyond all this shit out here. That's why when you come with a message like Dr. Sabi or anybody else with a righteous message, and you actually curing people, they try to take you out because you're messing with their money. So they don't care about people. They just want the money and the power. I'm not here to blame nobody for what goes on in this particular world that we live in, because all of us exist right here on this earth. All of us done wrong. All of us, it's a lot of us still holding grudges from 30, 20, 10 years ago, or something somebody did and they probably was joking. You know, it's a lot of us have legitimate stories where, you know, we needed help, we needed assistance, and we got that. It's a lot of us in situations right now where we feel like we'll never rise, or we stuck right where we at, you know. And I know, you know, they tell us, you know, astrology is evil. You shouldn't read up on your natal charts or astrological sign, when astrology has to do with the body and the seasons and the stars. We don't worship these things. These things are like a makeup, a representative of what we are. That don't mean that's something that we worship or follow. This is why we're not supposed to judge things. You're not supposed to judge people, places, and things. When you judge people, places, and things, you end up missing out on a lot of things that could have been a blessing to you, or could have turned out good for you, prosperous. Why? Because a lot of the stuff that people judge and they miss out on, you ain't give it a chance. Microwave babies, people that are impatient. They can't wait for the food to cook naturally where they can get, you know, life-giving nutrients. They ain't got time to wait. They want to throw it in the microwave. Then you got those people who come into your life, tell you anything and everything about yourself, but it be small things in their life, just small things in their life that they overlooking that can help change their life for the better. Because the way I see it, they always say, you know, like the most powerful chemicals in the world are so dangerous you can't let them touch your skin. What they say about fentanyl, you can't let a dropper get on your hand or touch your skin, or you pass out. That's powerful. You can't let a person try you for something small that has to do with something important in your life that you love. Because if you let that small thing slide, they're going to try something else a little smaller, and then they're going to try something else a little bigger, then a little bigger, then it's going to grow. When you're supposed to nip it in the bud and stop it, the first time they did something and you didn't like it, you're supposed to tell them. Some people and some entities don't get it. You have to be straightforward. They always see what they can get away with and what you allow them to do. Another thing too, a lot of people out here got all the money in the world. They don't ask for wisdom why they have it. So they go use it and blow it on stupid things. There's people out here I know, man, they rip and run all over the place and they got all the money in the world. They don't know how to sit still. They feel like they're missing out or something like that. Right? You got shamans and gurus that go through portals. They go through trances. They can see all over the time. And they don't even have to be but in one spot. But y'all powerful, right? Watch out how they gonna get. Spring break. Those temperatures, woo. For me to say I can't wait, it's like me saying, you know, I don't trust divine timing. I trust divine timing, or when Earth is supposed to heat up and get hot and get rid of all of these impure people, beings, entities off this planet. It's time for Sister Earth to speed up the vibration. And for those of us who can help her, you know, talk to every tree, hug every tree, feed the animals, respect your elders, do what some of the other ones have told you. See, I find it strange we know so much, but we ain't putting it into practice. It's a whole bunch of know-it-alls out here that know every damn thing, but they ain't take one action towards one of the things that they know out of the million of things that they know. Religion out here done confused so many people that people end up calling on a whole bunch of names. A lot of these names we think we're calling upon, they're just titles. See, Elohim is a title. Thank you, 13. Elohim is a title. President, that's a title. Mother or mom, when you call your mom mommy, mother, that's a title. That's not your mother's name. But you're calling your mother by the title, Mom. A lot of people feel like you got to go through different names and stuff like that. Nah. The same way mother is a title, Elohim is a title. Just like president. So the names and all that, they lied to y'all. Watch how hot it gets. They gonna put out advisories, heat advisory, can't come out, tornadoes, this and that. Oh man, when I see these advisories, every time I see them pop up on my phone, shout out to BP Earthwatch channel on YouTube. Man, when I get notifications of stuff going on with the sun, shout out to Wages World, or things that's happening with the earth, or the temperature, or the events that's happening with the weather. Oh man, I love it, because the Weather Channel shows you the temperament and the temperature of even the people that are on the earth. Animals ain't doing nothing to nature out here. The animals ain't doing nothing. They naturally where they supposed to be. If they messed up or throw it off, it's because we humans damaged the earth and we messing up their habitats and stuff. So we can't even blame the animals for nothing. We can blame ourselves for not being wise and discerning. You know, we come here, we desire things, but we don't desire wisdom. See, a child, you have to give a child wisdom when they're born. Some of them is already in their blood. Yet when the child gets here, all they know is making noises, spitting up bubbles, crying, kicking, screaming, getting diapers changed, you know, and developing. That's all they can do is just develop. The wisdom and all of that and the discernment, that'll kick in later. Because their subconscious functioning just like a sponge, even when they're little babies and infants breastfeed. That's why it's good to start young. Another thing, a lot of people think that, you know, the creator is returning here for gays. A lot of people think the creator is returning here for, you know, know-it-alls, or people that got college degrees, or people that's rich and got all the money in the world. That ain't how you get into the kingdom of the heavens. That ain't how you get to new earth at all. All the ancients left a lot of stuff behind that even the rich and elites know about. They just know that it's not in their bloodline, so they want to try to have a way to intercept and put themselves into the life equation so they don't get left out. Ain't it amazing? You come into a world, you come on the earth, you help entities out, you help organisms and creatures evolve, and then when they evolve, they act like they been here way before you. They act like they the ones created all mankind. Now the scientists act like they God and stuff like that. No, it don't work that way. So that let me know too that when you have the presence of evil on the earth, Satan, Lucifer, it goes back to that I, that ego. When it's always I, me, you don't care about nobody. That's why people dropping dead and they don't know why. They karma, they living wrong, and their bloodline is bad. And they know it. You can cry all you want. The truth is more disturbing than the lie. And that's why people run. And I don't want to hear that. They can't take the truth. I like to look at the truth like a hot fire on the stove. And you put your hand on that stove. You ain't going to leave it on there long. You go, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear it. So a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. But I tell you what, it's a lot of people don't like the way that sun shine. But do they think that sun gonna move and clouds gonna move in front of that sun for them? No, them clouds moving on their own. Because I don't care what you say or do. That sun that brings heat brings life on earth. Some of your favorite foods in the store have been grown up in the sun. Whether it's crops or animals, they done been in the sun and they growing. That same sun. But you hate that which gives life to plants on earth, so your ass can have something to eat. Anything that's unnatural is not going to be here pretty soon. It's not finna be here. A lot of stuff that's not natural getting canceled out. I hear about the population births and people with the birth population and the birth rates is low. That's for certain bloodlines of people who are not natural. But for our people, those who are natural, those who are following the righteous laws, those who know that there's a creator, despite skin color, a lot of them, you can see changes in their physical bodies. I've seen so-called white people, Caucasians, Europeans, yellow, jet, blue, black. I've seen all nationalities where when a person is spiritually inclined and I can see that they're righteous, I see a glow on their nose. I see a glow on their foreheads. They can be pale white, light skin, dirty red, brown, caramel, blue, black. I see this. You can see a person's outer complexion based on the things that they're doing in their life. Even the eyes and the pupils get darker. Your body changes. Just like some people tame their cats or their dogs to eat bread or drink beer or eat lettuce. I've had friends like that. They had cats that eat lettuce, eat salad, eat fruits and stuff. Like, how do you do that? So if we have the earth under our subjection, we have kind of like an influence even over the animals. An animal know if you're there and you're not a right person, they're going to try to harm you. Then an animal that has babies that sees a person that might be righteous, who loves nature, they may not attack that because they know that that person is a vessel that has love, and this is what the animal feels. So it's only a matter of time, Just watch the earth and watch nature. They can talk shit all they want. You can't fight an earthquake. You can't pay a tornado to stop. You can't stop the ground or comets from coming. Some stuff you can't stop. The neutrino beams coming from the sun and genetics, you can't stop it. So people can fight all they want. They just punch in the air. This is why I laugh, because I saw the end. But we got to get violent for it. It ain't in my blood. Those who get violent, it's in their blood. They can't help it. War! They can't help it. It's in their blood. That's all they know. Look at a butterfly. If you look at a butterfly, that's the type of insect that's beautiful and lighthearted. It's lighthearted because it flies all over the place. But it's beautiful because it comes in many different colors. Right? So you wouldn't expect the butterfly to be the type of insect that'll go to war with other insects. Unless they have a nest. You would expect a wasp or hornet or drone bees that protect the nest to go to war and sting and do whatever. You wouldn't expect a pretty little butterfly so soft and gentle to do that in nature. Even animals themselves display a certain type of nature that we would refer to as life. Life-giving nature, where you got peace, joy, vibrancy, energy. That's butterflies, That's honeybees. That's hummingbirds, bluebirds, blue jays, birds that that sing songs. Just birds that's not predatory animals that eat nuts, eat nature, like parakeets. They don't have to draw blood, but they eat a lot of nuts and grains and stuff like that from the earth and plants and stuff. This is a long video I'm making for this year, but I realize sometimes, man, you just have to vent and you have to go in and say what you got to say, because 3-4 minute videos don't always get to people. Sometimes people want stuff a little longer. Another thing too, this world right here, right now, is going through such a shift right now that all of us are feeling some type of way. There's days I wake up, I'm confused as to where to go. So I have to ask the Most High, or go inside myself and question myself, what's the most important thing today? What's going to make sense? What's more convenient for the day? When you can ask yourself those questions, you'll make better decisions. You won't kill yourself. You won't be in a situation where you feel obligated to help 10,000 people in one day. If you can only help 1 or 2 in that one day, that's all you could do. There's a lot of people out here with big hearts, but their pockets are limited. There's a lot of people out here with thousands of ideas, but it may be hard for them to put into action at least one of those ideas. There's a lot of people out here know the Bible inside and out, but it's a lot of them really not asking for wisdom and understanding of what they really read in that Bible. It's a lot of people out here have children, but it's not a lot of good parents and mothers that are raising children. They just brought them here. It's a lot of people out here that like to disturb others' peace because They can't see how people can sit still or be still or live life and be so happy, so satisfied, and so content. And the world just goes on, and that irks some people nerve just to see other people so happy and so content. They're not trying to be ambitious to get more money. They're satisfied with what they got. I'm satisfied with $100,000. My next door neighbor may not be satisfied with $100,000. They may be satisfied with $100 million. So they got a little more to do. They got a lot more effort to put in. I'm good with my 100 grand. And I'm living like I'm a millionaire. See, it's all inside. Because if it's outside of you, you're going to get pulled over here, you're going to get pulled over there. If it's inside you, you're going to sit still, accept something, be with it, become one with it, understand, overstand, and understand what you're going through. And then that's the moment you go through an interchange, and now you go about your business. You can't save everybody. You can't save all your family members. If Christ and the Creator, Elohim, said that they're coming back for a chosen few, that's exactly what they meant, a chosen few. 6-7 billion people on earth ain't going to new earth. It's only a small percentage out of 6-7 billion people going to new heavens and new earth, who paid their karmatic debts, who lived out their bad karma, and now they have good karma because they balanced out the scales. It don't matter what religion you in. People think you a Jehovah's Witness, you a Muslim, we the religion. Our religion the biggest. It ain't about no numbers or no damn religion. That's just something to do. If you got a pure heart, you direct it from within. You radiate love. You get older and older, but you look like you're getting younger and younger. Tell me what's the true form of life or the true balance of life. If you're really children of the Creator, like we say, we'll be getting older. I'm 42, Gregorian calendar, and we'll be looking younger. That's a good combination. I'm 1,000 years old, but I look like a teenage boy, young man running around with a mustache and a beard. That's powerful, man. That's life. That's longevity. That's eternity. That's immortality. You ain't dying. You just changing forms, and your aura radiating all type of colors, and man, life is vibrant. You know, when you one with the kingdom of the heaven and life and vitality. Everything in this world right here that's passing that we see, these cell phones, everything, relationships we have, they come and go. But some things are just eternal and immortal. They're always here. A lot of people done lost faith right now too. I don't care if you're in a religion or you're not in a religion. If you're in a religion and you got strong faith, you good. That's a bonus. If you don't know no religion in this world or no God, but you always felt within that, hey, I could do this, or I know I could do this, or I got this. That's the sound of a person who has a spiritual, unseen bloodline of strong faith. Don't call God by no name. Yet they live God because they speak everything they speak out of faith. Ain't no right hand on no Bible. Ain't no raise your right hand. If they spoke it, it's happening. They doing it. God or no God. All possibilities. This shit got to stop, man. It's just crazy, you know? I'm looking at the world right now, man. I have 2 children. One child not with me. I got my daughter with me. My daughter that's with me, 16 and stuff right now, whatever. You know, she's managing because she has a father that's teaching her reality. And I'm teaching her how to be practical and think for herself. She's already a woman with a nation of eggs, a young lady. She already has the body of a woman. She already has, she's maturing and going through puberty. She's already have the feminine aspect. She's already an emotional creature because she's a woman. But the thinking aspect, the wisdom, the not letting things persuade you, the tough love I have to give her so she can be strong-minded against other weak-minded women who have been taught wrong, I'm not going for it. And she know it. She know it. And I'm not a harsh parent. It's just we're in a world where we go through tests by the divine all the time, and it is tests that we can handle. Because a lot of them is small things. You know, nature moves slow. I don't know no trees that grow overnight and be big in the morning. But I do know you can change your attitude real quick in the same moment. 1 minute you frowning, you upset about something. Next minute somebody say, hey, you want to go out for something to eat? And I'll pay and go have some fun after that. Oh, yeah. All of a sudden they happy, bright-eyed, bushy-tail. Whole attitude change quick. People attitudes and mood change quicker than the clock does. Quicker than the seasons. But nature works patient, never in a hurry. It's so much going on out here, man, I tell you. It's like I wish I could turn invisible sometimes, like Predator. Turn invisible sometimes and just walk up to everything I don't agree with and slap them in the face. Man, woman, child, children, whatever. Slap them right in the face. Bye! And tell them what's what. They'll feel themselves getting slapped, but they ain't seeing what's happening. They can't see who doing it. I sure do it. And it's not to abuse power. It's to get people straight when it comes to the unseen. You don't trust in the unseen. You don't trust in spirit. You don't trust in the creator. But you all out here in this physical doing everything where you could be seen. You're not a child of the creator. We live off of faith. We speak and we live as we speak. It's not half and half. And a lot of my women out here, man, a lot of them not keeping their heads covered. You know, a lot of them are you know, based on their motherly nature, they doing too much out here. It's not good to do a lot out here as a woman. You have to take your time and ask the creator for wisdom. Don't think you know every damn thing. Because there's a lot of women out here who got a lot of knowledge, but I don't see them covering their heads. I don't see them dressing in righteous attire, showing body parts and breasts and cleavage and stuff. Come on now. You're half-stepping it. That's why it's important to do things in private. If you're going to smoke or drink, don't do it around the children. Do it in private. If you're going to have sex or do whatever you want with your nasty, immoral acts of behavior, take that in private. That's what privacy is for. You bring it all out here in the open in the streets where children can see, and then their minds have to see that, and now it's time for you to be judged, because you're not supposed to imprint that in them children's mind that's not ready for that. That's why the world must have divine intervention. Well, the creator is not overriding everybody's free will. The creator is hearing all types of prayers from pure hearts. Yet the creator has to move accordingly, because the creator don't want to destroy a whole town like he did Sodom and Gomorrah, and then he killed Lot and his wife with him, or his daughters. He had to get the righteous up out of there and then destroy. Just like you got to sweep the floor with a broom first, then you can mop it. It don't make sense to mess up the mop and do a shitty job of cleaning up the good floor with the bad dirt, and then the good mop with the dirt and it don't make sense. It don't make sense. It don't. 2024, this is a year. I know it's going to be a lot of surprises, a lot of adjustments. It's going to be situations people get into. They ain't going to know what to do. A lot of people living in confusion right now. Thank you, 13. Because a lot of them have put themselves above others. Me first. I got to get me first. Fuck the rest of the world. And now that they're at the top and they got it all, they confused. They don't know where to start. You know why you don't have a direction to know where to start? Because you push people away and thought you were better than them and on top of them. And now you realize you're lonely and you ain't got no purpose here. What's the purpose of having all the money in the world and having a big mansion? To live all by yourself on earth in that big mansion and not interact with life no type of way? Then you wonder why people get pets and animals, because they can't bond with humans, other people. Communication skills. I don't care what you say. Sometimes it looks like to me the animals, the birds, the squirrels, the insects, a lot of them are living lives way better than we are. And they're just here. They just here, present in existence. Ain't got to pay no rent, no bill, no none of that. They just here. They just here. Here we are. We supposed to be the most intelligent, who watch over life and watch over the earth, and we planet keepers and spiritual warriors. And a lot of us, we on a road to being better beings, better angels, better vehicles for divine uses, for the cosmic greatest cosmic good. A lot of us can't do it. Why? We get caught up in the things in this world and the distractions, and we forget to go back inside ourselves. Don't ever feel bad when you feel like you gotta have an obligation to help family members, friends, co-workers, people that you know. Because think about it. There are a lot of people that are musicians and celebrities and artists that they do shows and do concerts. They can't see every single fan in that concert and do every single autograph with 5,000 people in a concert. They may get tired, they may be hungry, they may be getting phone calls from their loved ones, their children, after they're doing a concert, because they're still people just like us. And there may be a fan that get mad because you overlooked them. You got to understand, this is one person. Just like, you know, a mother with children. She may not have another parent in the household. She's a single mother. And she may have 3, 4 children. She can't tend to one child only. She has to tend to each child individually. But if she's trying to tend to one child and then the 2 other ones are coming at her, she's going to yell, ah, just to get some order so she can get to it accordingly. I'm not here to complain. I'm here to vent. And I'm here to pour out my heart in this moment because I know it's needed to be heard somewhere. And it's funny. I've never been monetized on YouTube, TikTok, or what have you. It would be nice because I use my money for the greater good and righteous purposes. But if that's not the mission, then that's not the mission. We give free, we receive free. We receive free, we give free. Free information is free. I don't see God charging us money to come outside and breathe air. If that the case, a lot of us would be dead because we ain't got it. A lot of us ain't even got credit. That's why this world was built this way and it has to end this way. It was built on lies, it's going to fall with the lies. If it was built by Elohim or by Goddess or the Most High Creator, a universal spirit creator themselves, and it was built to be eternal, immortal, and constantly regenerating life, then that's what it's supposed to be. And that's what it's continuing to be. This is why everything done had its course right now. Everybody done had their season where they want to be gay. Sodom and Gomorrah, not just an old story of an old town. We have Sodom and Gomorrah here today. It's a lot of gays today. Everybody living out their lifetimes and lifestyles or the bloodline or past lifetimes that they've been living. Now we just coming to the climax where everything coming together, and this is going to be it for a lot of us. This is not the only lifetime. For a lot of people, this is their only life. That's why a lot of people living wild out here, because they know this is their last lifetime. This is their only lifetime. We know that there's lifetimes beyond this. So we ain't in a rush. We don't care about the fortune and fame because we are immortal. Immortality, eternal life is beyond this petty ass little world here. We think the American dream or all the money in the world and Fortune 500, them bitches dying too and they trying to extend their life too. That's why with all their money, they be trying to push agendas and get stem cells or eradicate these people off of earth because we can't transform our blood. And if we can't transform our blood, eradicate them off the earth with this and that. Oh, well, if we can't this and that, well, we'll just pay so that we can transform our blood and we can escape the planet and the rest of them die off. At least we got a piece of everlasting life from the true-blooded ones. and we were able to manipulate. We don't give a fuck. We're like the pastors. Fuck you. Join the train. Left behind. Fuck them all. The divine creator not like that. The divine creator sees animals, children, all types of creatures and beings on this planet. And almost every creature, organism in the planet, on this planet that you never studied in a book, never heard about, whether it be aliens, myths, fantasies, fairy tales, or stories you heard that are actually true, mermaids, whatever, all that is here right now. And for everything to show itself right now, the world will be in chaos. And the world will be in so much chaos. This is what they're using the money and the power out here for. They're using money and the power out here to keep us asleep. To keep us under the illusion that this is what life is about. While they know underneath it all, things that are hidden in this earth that are spiritual is a threat to their petty ass influence with the money and power that they got. The money and power that a lot of these elites think that they have, they know it ain't shit. But they taking all that money and stuff and all that power and blocking you from the truth, stopping you from going to certain lands, blocking off certain areas on the earth so we won't step into those areas and become enlightened. And then now their existence is no more, because once we wake up and we can see the truth, they gone. They know it's time for them to go. They can pull up the dollar bill. We don't want to see that shit. They can put up the silver and gold. We don't want to see that shit. Get your ass out of here. You are against life. You are not for nature. That's why they won't be able to enter the kingdom of the heaven, come to new earth. New earth has to do with your heart, not your bank account. Your attitude, your mind frame, and your heart. That's how you're going to get in the new heavens and new earth and change over and be at peace while everybody in chaos, because they don't know the truth. This supposed to go down like this. America supposed to fall. Make what great again? I tell you what. Make faith great again. Make trusting in the Creator great again. Make getting back to nature great again. Because all this great again, this and that, ain't nothing but demons out here trying to put on another uniform of light body and wings like they brand new, and they still shitty ass demons that just transform and put on righteous clothing. If you're a stank ass person and you know you got body odor, don't spray cologne and perfume. Get in a tub, wash your ass, scrub with water and whatever solution you wash with. Then bring your ass back out and throw on your whatever fragrances, because it'll be a bonus on your cleanliness from washing your ass. Don't come out here in the world with a stank stench, and a lot of y'all asses know y'all still stink underneath. I forgive myself for everything that I've done against myself. I forgive myself for allowing my mind to be manipulated and overtaken by emotions of others and what they're projecting onto me. I forgive others for the offenses that they're not aware of, that they've been overtaken by their emotions and hormones. I forgive everyone and everything and everybody, people, places, and things. Anything, because we all make mistakes. We grow to be better beings. And I release everything that I've forgiven with love. Because if you ever hold on to shit, you're going to have a continuous stomach ache. When you go in there and take a shit and get on that toilet and take that good shit and wipe your ass and take you a shower, man, your stomach going to be free of pain. You're going to feel lighter. Your mind going to be clear. You're not going to have tension. Why? Your bowels clean and clear. Something now blocking you inside you, it's out of there now. Everybody know what a stomach ache and having to take a shit is like. Everybody know what a headache is like. Overthinking about, worrying about tomorrow that ain't even here yet. Everybody know what it's like to be stressed out and look like you're not getting sleep because you're so jealous of another person getting ahead of you. Next door neighbor, friend, family member. And now your life messed up because of jealousy. But we talk shit and claim we powerful and I'm not the one and I'm this and I'm that. But then time to display faith and live that life, you complaining and crying and whining like you victim. But you didn't keep the same energy that, yeah, I get what I want. Shit go down, now you crying from I get what I want, authoritative to why it always now you're victim. You go from being an authority figure to a victim. Just by your attitude and what you say out your mouth, and you're not living up to what you say. When I get like this at the end of a video, I'm done. I value y'all. This is probably the longest video I've ever made, going up to 40 minutes. Woo! I had a lot to say. And I'm going to go ahead and upload this. I love y'all. I value y'all. Want y'all to have a great rest of y'all day. Continue to give thanks. Continue to ask the Creator, Elohim, the Most High, to rebuke the devil and hold those evil spirits back from people that the devil trying to get to use to come at you. It's a spiritual warfare. Stop thinking money is going to save you. Stop thinking all the liquor and the weed that you can smoke in the world is going to save you. Stop thinking that your pastor, your churches, your gurus is going to save you. You got to be right within and get your heart right. And you save yourself. And then everything in your world will go just fine because your heart is right. When your heart is right, you got heaven on earth right where you stand. I don't care if you're living in a desert, you're living in the slums, you're living in the suburbs, you're living in the cities, or you're living out in the country. When your heart is right, no matter where you at on planet Earth, you got VIP section in the kingdom of the heavens all around you, unseen spirit, 24/7. That's what people don't get. And when it gets to that point, you ain't got to rip around all over the whole entire earth. You ain't got to rip around all over the galaxy. You can sit in one spot and know what's going on everywhere as if you're already there. Because spirit works different from what we think in these bodies. We call ripping and running all over the place. Wears the body down. Now your spirit ain't got a body to live in no more because you wore this body down that it comes through. Imagine your spirit live long, and then the body that you're in lives with you. It can transform into flesh, and your spirit can transform it back to water. Your spirit can transform your body back into the ethers, back into the atmosphere, just like Lucy. You never die. You just change forms and move accordingly in whatever dimension you want. That's life. This world here, man, this ain't nothing but a delusion or lie. This ain't nothing but a lie. This ain't nothing but a lie. That's all it is. I love y'all dearly. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. We're still in the early parts of February. Get back out into nature. Pay attention to the earth and the signs and synchronicities with animals and nature. How you feeling? And what's going on a lot of the weather channels, because there's a lot of things that people don't want to speak about because they're afraid it's the end of what they know as their world. That's why when people say stuff about gays, they want to cancel you. Because they know the gays in Sodom and Gomorrah died in past times from what they read. They know that their end is destruction. Who wants to hear about destruction or a party pooper? Let them have their fun. Let them have their fun. But when that fire come, when them tornadoes come, when universal judgment and law comes down on this planet, right here in America, people running, they don't know what's going on. They see aliens, they see creatures. Angels are present. All types of beings on this earth surfacing because earth has to get back to be a new earth. Everything people thought they knew gonna go out the door. You look outside your window in the morning and you see all types of different creatures and aliens walking around the earth. They're not hurting nobody. They're just in existence. God allowed them to be here. Now they're here. Things we've been lied about. And they all functioning here on earth out of love. You panicking. You're not going to work that day. knowing it's aliens outside everywhere you go. Ain't nobody going to work that day. Ain't nobody ain't no police officer going to work that day. You got somebody come out to be nosy, but ain't nobody going to work. Knowing that they step outside, this earth done changed into something different because they see all types of beings coming out now. Ain't nobody going to work. Dollar bill gone. That shit out the window. Money, all that's out. Ain't nobody thinking about that shit. Ain't nobody thinking about partying. Ain't nobody thinking about hating on nobody else. They just gonna see, wow, this is what been here all along. This on this planet. And we've been limited with money, labels, this and that. Man, I'm so grateful the things that are happening right now on planet Earth are happening the way they're supposed to happen. Because in the end, those who know themselves and the creator that's also present within them, trust me, it's going down. Babylon is going down, and all of the impurities is going up in flames. It's time to do it over. It's only a chosen few. You don't need that many to start over. Just a few. I love y'all.